Hello and welcome. Let's continue. Today we'll be looking at question number 2 for Waec 2019 physics past questions. Which of the following quantities is a vector quantity? A. Volume, B. Momentum, C. Energy, D. Speed. Now, for us to understand this, we need to know what vector quantities are. And there are two major types of quantities that we have in physics. We have what we call the vector quantities, and we have what we call the scalar quantities. Now, what are the vector quantities? Vector quantities are quantities that have both size, which is magnitude, and direction. So vector quantities are those quantities that have size, and another word for size is magnitude, and they also have direction. Whereas scalar quantities are those quantities that have size, which is magnitude, but they don't have direction. So now let's look at examples of vector quantities. What are examples of vector quantities? Now, when we look at things like displacement, you know, we have distance and we have displacement. If you're traveling from A to B, that is distance. But if you're traveling A to B in a specific direction, say north or east, that is displacement. So displacement is a vector quantity because you can only say 20 meters north, or you can say 20 meters east. That is displacement because you're showing the direction of the motion. But if it is distance, it does not have direction, then distance is a scalar quantity. So under this example, we have distance. So we have displacement for vector, distance for scalar. Now another example is what we call velocity. Velocity is simply displacement over time. Whereas under here we have speed, which is distance over time. So you can see they are synonymous. The only difference here is that displacement and velocity has direction, whereas distance and speed have no direction, but they are all talking about the size of movement. Now, other examples of vectors are momentum. Why momentum is a vector is because for you to calculate momentum, it has to have element of velocity. So once you can have an element of something else, it's automatically that if that thing you're having its element is a vector, it's most likely that the quantity is going to be a vector quantity. So other quantities that are vectors are weight, because weight is normally towards the direction of the ground where you have the acceleration due to gravity. Another example is what we call acceleration. It's also an example of vector quantity. Whereas under scalar, other examples are things like volume, there's no direction. Speed, I've given speed before. Energy also, all these are scalar quantities. So from there you can simply see that the example that is a vector quantity here is momentum, and that makes B the answer. Please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon. Thank you.